Yeah, let us continue with point number 4. Yeah, see, first 3 points only will take a lot of time. Now onwards, it won't be too much. Okay, fine. Anyhow, point number 4 talks about auditor has to comment, report on the compliance of section 185 and 186. Yeah, as I said, 185, yes, what is that? If you are IPCC student, yes, you are, I mean, CA inter student, you are supposed to learn a little bit. Okay, auditor has to comply. So, if so, before doing this, someone has to read the section 185, 186, what it talks about. Right. See, both together, what it talks about. Loans, loans means not loan taken, loan given. Okay, loans given, investments made, or somebody has taken a guarantee. Okay, right, guarantees and securities. Got it? In respect of loans, investments, guarantee, security, our company gave a guarantee for somebody. Yeah, and or we gave some security for somebody. Right, whether they complied with the provisions of 185 and 186. That is what the basic point. Hope you understood. Right. First, what is that, sir? With respect to section 185, okay, if they have not complied, then we have to give the result. Report, you have to do it. Compliance of 185 talks about loans to directors and interested parties, basically. Okay. Right. Actually, this 2013 Act prohibits giving loan to directors and interested parties, but with few exceptions. Yeah, under exceptional cases, yes, they can give the loan. Let us look into. It prohibits the loan, okay, right, and directors to directors, interested parties, interested entities. My director has some stake in another company. I am not supposed to give loan to that company. Okay, I shouldn't give to loan to director. My director has got stake in another company. Our company is nothing but related to director, is indirectly related to us. Not exactly, not as per accounting standard 18 or something, but fine. So, but again, what are with few exceptions? I said, what are the few exceptions? Suppose my company's ordinary business is this. What is this? What are you? My company is a financial institution. Okay. Yeah, it lends money to other parties. Okay. Right. Now, if it is my ordinary business, as part of ordinary business, I am giving a loan. Okay, fine. Then you are giving to these parties. Okay, but that also subject to what? It should be under a scheme which is approved for all other employees. Okay, if it is approved by this, it is a scheme approved by the members, and it is along with all other employees. Yes, being a director, I am giving it to director also something. Then accepted. Otherwise, not accepted. Next. Okay, so in case the company has given any loans to these people, then we are supposed to look into the records and etc. Okay, that is a small discussion about section 185. And with respect to 186, yes, loans are investments by the company. Yeah, here I was telling you, like, first, yes, as usual, you will obtain a loan list, correct, to any body, corporate, whatever you gave it. Check the maximum limit. Yes, they have mentioned very clearly how much loans can be given. It cannot cross that limit. Okay, done. Next point, if crossed, then you have to go for special resolution. If crossed, you have to go with special resolution. Yes, then auditor has to check that special resolution is really taken place. What is the notice sent? Correct, no? And what is that AGM minutes, GM minutes, whatever it is. This auditor has to verify all those things. And again, in my just earlier example, I said that one company has given loans to crores and crores of money. They gave it to another company at what rate? 1%. Correct. That is nothing but prejudicial. No, you cannot satisfy section. That is prejudicial. That's why what the Companies Act is saying now, interest rate should not be lower than Government of India bond yield. It is not coupon, it is yield. Yield means, you may be aware of it, but still I am explaining. Government of India bond, say example, coupon is equal to say 10%, not 10, but just example 10%. Okay. Right. Suppose yearly compounding. What is it? Yearly compounding. If it is yearly quarterly compounding, if I say, what do you get? Quarterly compounding means say 100 lakh if I give it to you. At the what do you say? At the end of the first quarter, At the end of the first quarter, you will get 2.5% of effect. But for the second quarter, what will happen? The principal plus interest will be added, and that will be calculating 10%. So if you see the compounding effect of it, that is yield effect, that is net result is nothing but yield. It is not exactly a 10%, it will be much more than. It may come to somewhere 10.5 or something, 10.5 or something will come. You should be giving it to any loans or these parties. That should not be lesser than Government of India bond yield. Remember, not if you write Government of India bond rate, then it is wrong answer. You must write yield. Yield is net effective rate of return, correctly speaking. Effective rate of return, that is yield. That is what you are supposed to verify with respect to fourth point. If they found any discrepancies, suppose they gave it 1%, and then we are supposed to point it out. Got it? Right. So that is important point. Next, public deposits. Right. With respect to public deposits, first of all, what is public deposit? Any idea? Public deposit means public will come to company and they'll deposit with us. Like we go to bank and deposit is a fixed deposit, you know. Right. It is like that. But a company is going to collect the money from the public as a fixed deposit. Say example, for understanding purpose, I am saying fixed deposit. Okay. Sir, a company manufacturing company, but they are collecting money. So then is it a bank, sir? No, it is not a bank. But it is like, isn't it a banking kind of job? Yes, it is. Aren't we dealing with public money? Yes. That's where RBI enters. Obviously, RBI framed rules for this. Okay. In case of public deposits, company will give an open offer. I mean, anybody is interested, they will fix an amount like you minimum 20,000 rupees or 1 lakh rupees you have to deposit. Not like, sir, I have to 2,000 rupees, sir. No, they won't accept. Yeah, they say, suppose example 1 lakh rupees. Yeah, you can come and say 1 lakh rupees you can deposit with the bank. I mean, bank, you deposit with the company. And they will give you a small certification kind of thing. Okay, done. Right. Again, after, they will give a period. After a period, company people will call. Sir, your time is up. Then if you want to renew it, please come and please sign. Then we will renew it. Yeah, they generally the rate of interest will be bit better than the government bank rate of return, because unless otherwise if you give bit higher rate, otherwise why people will go and deposit with you? Correct now. See, I know SBI, I know HDFC, ICICI. So it's okay. They are banks and they are already they have got this past records, etc. So I know. But if I go on with a company, a new company, ABC Limited started doing this, will you go? Right. So, but you are taking risk. But risk there should be written also, na? Right. So if I go to bank, how much they'll get? 5% they're giving, sir. Okay. If they'll say 7% I will give. Then I will think of going there. Right. So they have RBI already set up some procedures, some rules and regulations for this kind of public deposits. What am I supposed to do? Right. Whatever the RBI rules and regulations, have they complied with? I'm supposed to check. And whatever is said by section 73, 74, 75, 76 sections of the Companies Act, that also I'm supposed to check with. Got it? Right. So this first, the company has accepted any public deposits. The minute you say yes, have they complied RBI guidelines? The minute you say public deposit, RBI guidelines will be applicable. Right. Have they complied with 73 to 76 Companies Act 2013 and rules for that? Okay. There are some CLB orders with respect to some points. Have you complied with? Any other rules framed for this purpose for public deposits? Yeah, company made, RBI made, or CLB made, sections made, correct? Everything have you complied? That is what your job. Okay, being an auditor, what do you check first of all? See, it is not like a debenture. Today Ravikant has money 1 lakh, so I will go and deposit. Tomorrow after 10 days you have money, you will come to company and you will deposit. Correct? No? And everybody will go at their own time and they will go and deposit the money. Whatever the amount they want, they will deposit, and whenever they want, they will go and deposit. Your date of calculation of interest will start from that day. Correct? No? Now first what auditor should look into in this case? whether the internal control system with respect to interest payment, principal redemption, all these things, is it perfect? Correct. Are they really paying? Correct. Suppose Ravikant, say example today September 1st example. September 1st, my 1 year time is over. As per agreement, say 1 year once they will pay. So have they really transferred exactly in 1 year? Then yeah, auditor has to pick samples of so many out of so many deposits. Auditor has to pick samples and check whether are they following the system perfectly. That is crucial here. That is the only crucial point. That's why ICI also has said very clearly, examine the repayment ICS, payment of interest and repayment of principal. Both you have to examine and you have to comment on it. And observe the documents. Yes, when somebody has signed, correct na? Again, with respect to public deposit, I told you na, with respect to bank, no, suppose you made an FD for 1 year. Exactly on the one year, I mean, say example to September 1st, 1 year over. Do I need to go to bank? Not necessary. If you don't go to bank also, generally what will happen? It will be happen to automatic renewal. Or if you say, boss, you don't renew it after 1 year, na, you transfer to my personal one SB account, you transfer. If you say, then they will transfer automatically. It will be automatically transferred. It is depending on your maturity instructions, what you gave. But with respect to public deposits, no, you cannot do that. You cannot auto renew it. You have to take the permission from the depositor. That person has to sign. Then only you should take that. You should keep the money. Suppose he did not sign, you should contact him and you should pay the money back to him. That is a basic rule. Got it? That is why you have to check whether the things are happening as they said in the paper. And auditor has to comment. Suppose some golmaal is happening here. Then what do you do? Then once auditor says the sentence in this CARO report, people will be aware. Correct? And they will be awakened and they will not go to this company for depositing. If there something is wrong, so let me not deposit. Correct? So that will be helpful to the public. And RBI people also, auditor has commented. RBI people also will check, oh, there is something golmaal. So then they will conduct some raid or something like that. They will stop doing, I mean, they will withdraw their licenses and etc. That will be useful to many people in different angles. Okay, that is the point. Next, cost records, a small point. Very simple. Whether is it cost record is required actually? Is it required? 1 second. Right, sorry. Has cost records been prescribed by central government under section 148 of the company? First, is it prescribed for your company? Yeah, are you into that manufacturing or service which is given in the list? First check. Okay, if yes, then auditor has to check. What are you supposed to check? What are the cost records? There, as this correct now. Sir, I am not a cost accountant. I am not a cost auditor. I don't know all these. What do they maintain? Correct. But you are a chartered accountant. You have costing in CA Inter. You have costing in correct. So you should use general knowledge, not like too much specifically not required. Yeah, for every cost is getting recorded properly. What is the system? Costing system have they maintained properly? That's all you are supposed to verify. Suppose they don't have any costing books only. Then what do you do? Then we'll comment on this. Right, read the sentence, my dear. If cost records have prescribed by central government, first, are you coming under that criteria? Yes. Such accounts and records have been maintained properly. I told you, general basic business knowledge of business that you should apply, and accordingly you should decide, is it okay, not okay. Got it? Right. So it is applicable section 148, you know, that is applicable for production company, processing company, manufacturing company, and mining companies. Right. And obtain WRL. Yes, basically we don't know 100%. Let management say, as per SA 580, they will say we have maintained a proper costing records for this company. That's all. They should say some sentence. That's sufficient. Right. And general review, I told you, you don't need to have a specific knowledge. You need not be expert in cost audit, but you have some knowledge. That basic knowledge, if you apply, sufficient. You don't need to do research and development on this job. Got it? Statutory dues. This is one more, I mean, not a big point. Okay, medium level. Yeah, statutory dues first. We are talking about disputed, undisputed. First one is undisputed. Okay, first two are undisputed. First, what is he saying? Undisputed means what? What is dispute? What is undisputed first? Undisputed means government said you have to pay this much money. We said yes, we are liable to pay, we'll pay. We did not pay, but we will pay. That's it. There is no dispute. I'm not saying I don't pay. Dispute means what? Government said no, you are liable to pay 10 crore rupees of GST. I am saying no, I am not liable. Yeah, dispute means then what government will do? They'll keep quiet. They will go to court. You also can go to court or you can fight there. Then dispute is there. Got my point? Again, suppose government sent a show cause notice. What is show cause notice? Show me the cause, why can't I tax you? Yeah, government will write like the sentences will be like this. Show me the cause, why can't I tax you? And then what do? We'll appoint one chartered accountant and we'll send him. That this is the cause that you shouldn't tax me. Yeah, obviously. Correct. See, this show cause notice and we'll send a representative, correct now, our representation will send it through a chartered accountant or a lawyer or whoever the expert related, correct now. That is not a dispute. Dispute means they filed a case against us, we are fighting in the court of law. That is a dispute. Try to understand the words, correct now? Right, undisputed, no dispute means what? I'm okay. Right, I am liable to pay, I did not pay, that's it. Now look at, is the company regular in depositing undisputed statutory dues? Right, okay, what did I say? And what is statutory dues first of all? Sir, GST is there. Correct, na? GST is there, income tax, what else here? So many like professional tax, provident fund, ESI, correct, na? So many things are there. All these are statutory dues. Right. Are you depositing in right time, regular time? Correct. No, regular means what? What is the given? See, one act will give one due date. Correct. ESI by 21st of next. GST by 20th of next month. Isn't it? Like depending upon the act, whatever it says, that is regular. Look at that. Now, first, what do you say? Regular. That's fine. PF, ESI, GST, income tax, wealth tax, right now not there anyhow, but okay, doesn't matter. Customs, yes, it is there. With customs point, no, if you don't pay, they won't allow you to take out only. Right, doesn't matter. Any statutory duty, are you paying it in time? That's it. If not, report it. Yeah, and next, point you see carefully, last point within the first one only. Outstanding statutory dues. What did they say? Outstanding statutory dues as on the balance sheet date. Outstanding statutory dues as of balance sheet date for more than 6 months. It is outstanding for more than 6 months. Are you getting my point? Yep. See, from that means what? It is not paid for 6 months. So let's calculate. On 31st March. So it is outstanding for last 6 months. Last 6 months means what? 6 months means, yes, you can take like October 1st. Yeah, it is due on, correct. It is due means, say, example, October before is what? September. September month may due, it will become when? Suppose example, it is GST. October 20th, it becomes due. But if it is October 20th to 31st March, less than 6 months. But what are they asking? More than 6 months. That means, suppose August month due. August month money will become due on which day? Last date for payment is September 20th. September 20th money still not paid. So September 20th money still not paid means till the balance sheet date not paid. So September 20th to 31st March. Is it more than 6 months? Obviously 6 months plus 10 days also extra. Yeah, now I'm not calculating exact number of days. Fine, months. It's 6 months plus without doubt. Done. Then what are you supposed to say? It is outstanding statutory. Then those kind of things auditor has to give a list of such kind of. August month dues still not paid till 31st March. Auditor has a place to report. If they already reported, nothing is. Is it okay? Done. Next. Right. So from the due date to balance sheet date is propriety point. Yes, it is propriety. Why propriety, sir, you say? See, generally if it is due, auditor will see is it showed as a liability. That's it. Why will I bother? Are they paying regular, not regular? Why should I do? Unless since it is asked by CARO, I am telling that. Otherwise, why will I bother all these things? That's why it is like being like a proprietor auditor is feeling and doing this job. That is propriety point. Next point. B. If any amount is not deposited on account of any dispute, read the word carefully, my dear, then report it. Yeah, what to report? What is the amount? How much is the amount? And where is the forum? Forum means where are they fighting? Is it an high court or supreme court or tribunal or law board? Somewhere, where are they fighting exactly? That place of fighting. Forum means place of fighting. You can say that. Fine. If amount is not deposited on account of dispute. Yeah. One question. Suppose, my dear friend, government said, Ravi, you should pay me 1 crore rupees for GST. Yeah. Then I said, no, I'm not liable to pay. But still, what I did, I deposited first 1 crore. Otherwise, what happens, if you don't deposit, that money, if you don't pay from, suppose I lost the case example after 2 years, then department will start calculating interest from that date, then penalty, all together. No, 1 crore will be again 20 lakh rupees of penalty will come for me. Instead of that, you let me deposit first. You deposited does not mean that you accepted it. You go and fight. Yeah. Suppose you won the case, they will give us with interest. They don't pay penalty, it's okay, correct. But interest to milega tumko. Okay. But interest to pakka you will get it something. But that's a different case. I hope you understood. That's why we'll deposit. Suppose I deposited already. What has happened? Yeah. I deposited, I deposited some money. That case that I'm fighting, still fighting at high court level. Tell me, am I supposed to bother? Being an auditor, am I supposed to report such kind of things? Not required. Why? Read the first line. If amount is not deposited, without depositing, if you're fighting, that situation only will come here. Okay, sir, I deposited, I am fighting, sir. Auditor need not bother. Got it? If amount is not deposited on account of dispute, and under that circumstance, how much is the amount they're fighting for and where are they fighting for? This is the matter. Hope you understood. And I told you, a mere representation to the department is not a dispute. Correct? Then they sent a show cause notice. I sent one person. This is not dispute. Dispute starts with when a demand notice. Government is demanding, you have to pay, come and pay. Then I said, don't pay, then dispute. Got my point? Yes. Yeah, let us continue with defaults. 8th point. 7th point, that's it. Defaults. With respect to defaults, first was, is there any default in repayment of dues? Okay. Yeah, that is financial institution default to not everybody. Read carefully. Financial institution, banks, debenture holders, and loan to government. Yeah, default. They have not paid in time. They have to pay installment, EMI, or interest payment, whatever they're supposed to pay in some time. They have not paid in time. Then auditor has to report on this. If yes, report the same. What are you supposed? How long it was? That is the period. What is the amount involved? Obviously. Okay. Yeah. Suppose debenture holders. Debentures are issued. Fine. Now the company is not paying them in time. At least other people who are, suppose in the future, if they come out with such kind of debentures issue, right, we'll get to know by reading the company financials, at least CARO report. No, they said, CARO auditor said they have not paid few things in time. That means I'll have a doubt. Risk is there. I'll say, no, I'm not interested to purchase that company debentures. Agree? If they're not paying to banks only in time, then how do they pay me first? Yeah, such questions will come automatically and obviously will stop. I mean, we will not purchase that company. We don't give loan. I mean, debentures we don't purchase. It's like loan to, right, whatever, government loans, anything. This is an important information that will help governments, bank, financial institutions, public, everybody. So because of these points are there, auditor is supposed to comment, auditor will comment, at least people will be better. I mean, they will pay in time because they don't want, if you don't want to have a negative comment in audit report, like in CARO, then obviously you do the job perfectly. Otherwise, auditor may comment it. Then obviously it may have an impact on your goodwill. It may have an impact on the credit worthiness of the company. That's why people will be careful. They will try to make payment in time. Got it? That is the point. Fine. So amount of default. Amount of default, it's not just only interest. It's total default. What was due, is it paid or not? Yeah, amount includes principal plus interest. Yeah, which period? Current year defaults plus outstanding defaults till the balance sheet date. Okay. Yeah, if it is outstanding, still it is not paid. Then you are supposed to consider that is also supposed to be reported. What are you supposed to check? Yes, how do you get to know? Yeah, you should have a loan agreement first. Then as per that, which is the due date? Why? Correct. If there is a lot of delay in that payment, why? Correct. Then starting obviously will start. That's why legal agreement. So debentures, sir. Okay, debentures prospectus you must have issued. Just take the prospectus, the documents, debenture trust deed. What is the repayment schedule as given by the banker or government or anybody? When are they actually making the payment? Auditor is supposed to look into these aspects. Hope you understood. Right? Next point. Term loan usage. Yeah. Term loan usage. When it comes to term loan means what? Long term or short term? Term loan means always long term, not short term. Short term loans are called like bank overdraft or cash credit, these names, but not short term loan you don't find. Okay, right. Term loan means always long term. Remember this first. Yes, that is important. Term loan usage. Yeah, right. Suppose you took a loan for what purpose? For construction of a plant and machinery. Okay, excellent. Right. Is it being used for the same purpose? Yeah, they took the money for some purpose, but they used it for something else. Then see why the bank has given you. Yeah, you will construct some plant, you will produce something, from there you will start paying me money. That's why I'm happy. Got it? Suppose you will come to me, assume I'm a lender, you are one person, you will say, sir, I need a loan. Okay, what do I ask? Basically, why you loan? Why you want your loan now? You're good only. No, sir, I'm going for IPL betting. Yeah, please give me loan. I'll give you 20% interest. Then what do I say? Get lost. Obviously, no. Yeah, when you understand the purpose, is there any guarantee that you will earn? You tell 100 stories, but I may not listen to you. Then I'll say, Namaskar, get lost first. I will not give you loan. Purpose is important. Correct. But suppose he says, sir, some health purpose he'll take, and if he goes for betting, isn't it cheating me? That's why that is the same thing. What is the purpose? For what purpose I gave money? Whether that money is used for the same purpose. Sir, how will auditor get to know all these things? Yeah, in every loan or debentures, it will be very clearly mentioned in the law. This money should be used for this purpose only, because you approached us for that purpose. Okay, that's why that's why auditor has to check. This is also a propriety point. Generally, auditor need not bother money has been correctly spent or not. That's why this is also propriety point. Last one also is a propriety point. Anyway, I wrote on the top. Let's look into the terms. Whether money is raised, initial or public offer, and term loans. Term loans means any bank, any long-term loan basically. Whether it is for issue of shares also, obviously. Right? Next. Were applied for the purpose for which the loans or whatever the money you have taken, is it used for? I mean, not shares, sorry. These loans basically. I mean, debentures also. Right? Which have they used? First, what is the purpose? Have they applied? If not, then details of the delay, default, everything is supposed to be reported. Got it? Right. Obviously, if to understand this, first what is the purpose you want to know, you have to refer the relevant documents. Loan agreement, correct? Prospectus of debentures. If you look at, then you will get to know. Then you will see, you'll ask them, yes, this is the money. Okay, you got 100 crore. How much have you used? Sir, I constructed already 70 crores plant and machinery. Okay, fine. What happened is 30. 30, I'm keeping it in bank, sir. Okay, I'll start using it. Okay, very good. Satisfactory information. Correct, na? Fine. I'm okay for it. Hope you understood. Then that is propriety point. 10th point, fraud. Yeah, look at these words carefully. Whether any fraud on the company or by the company has been noticed or reported during the year. Read the words carefully. Whether any fraud on or by the company. Okay. Somebody did fraud on us, on our company. That will come. Means some employee has done, other company has done. Okay. But we only did fraud on somebody else. Oh, super. That also is supposed to be reported. Yeah, next. Has been noticed by the auditor or reported during the period. Correct. See, every fraud you don't need to find. We'll go and ask the management, sir, have you noticed any fraud during the year? Yeah, you noticed. Yes, sir, we noticed. That also. It is not necessarily that auditor only should dig and find out. Not required. Already reported to them, that also we are going to comment. I hope you understood. It is not necessary that auditor only should find out the fraud. Management found it, that even fraud also is going to be reported here. If yes, report what is the nature, what is the amount involved, and what exactly. Generally describe the things. That is normal, natural. We'll give it. Hope you understood. This is managerial remuneration. You studied in CA Inter. There are section 197 for profit making companies. Schedule 5 is for loss making or insufficient profit making companies. Yeah, if you remember, section 197 talks about 11% of net profits. Net profits is derived from section 198. And for loss making company, based on the effective capital, they have given a slab, and they have given like if it is effective capital is negative to this much, you have to pay this much, something like that. They have already given. You must have studied already. Now, managerial remuneration, has it been complied by the company? Means have they computed as per 197 and schedule 5? Everything is perfect. That auditor is supposed to comment. Auditor will check generally this point, but in addition to that, we are giving. Now we are saying very specifically, then auditor has to say that. Yeah, next. If you remember, managerial remuneration, those sections are applicable only for public companies. Yeah, listed or unlisted, public company, not for private company. Private company ko what is required, sir? Private company can pay whatever they want without any percentage. Yeah, only articles of association should approve it. The agreement should be there. As per the agreement, if they are making payment, no problems. But with respect to public company, they kept a cap. Yes, so don't pay beyond 11%. That's it. Let us look at that point. Whether managerial remuneration has been paid or provided as per section 197 and schedule 5 of the act. If not, state amount, steps taken. Correct. Now sometimes what happens, see, salary though, that we will be paying monthly. Yeah, say example, I paid 1.5 crore rupees to some managerial personnel for a year. Right. But at the end of the year only, I'll calculate what is the profits as per 198. As per the profits and calculation of percentage, it came to 1.4 only you are supposed to pay. But how much you paid excess? Already 10 lakh excess. Payment is already done. Now what to do? What are the steps you have taken? You have to get it back. You have to collect it. Correct. Now, if you take permission from special resolution and etc., that is fine. But generally, you are authorized to get the money back if they are managerial personnel. That's it. Look at it. Yeah, read the relevant provisions. Yes, obviously, you should have an idea about 187 and Schedule 5. Recompute the calculations. They must have done some job calculations. You do it, redo it. Then only you'll get to know what is the error and mistakes. Correct? Na? Check central government permission if you have paid more. Correct? Na? If got applied. Means even suppose I paid 10 lakh, then applied for central government. Fine. Applied, sir, they have to respond till. Fine. If they respond, if they say okay, means okay. That you are supposed to verify. This is the basic thing with respect to managerial remuneration. Then, next point, Nidhi company. Nidhi company, it is a kind of chit fund company. Not exactly, but yes. Yeah, here I don't have any experience. I never dealt, never dealt with any such kind of company. But okay, basic thing, whatever is there, I will explain it to you. Right, see, other companies, manufacturing, service oriented, these companies, so I have a lot of experience, practical experience. Okay, auditing those, real estate and etc. But these kind of Nidhi companies, I never have been, I was never auditor. I never handled any kind of work. Right, it doesn't matter. To explain you this point, my knowledge is sufficient. Okay, did it comply? Yes. Net owned funds to deposits, that ratio. What is happening? Owned funds means who opened this company? One company. Their own funds. Yeah, their own funds. Own funds, say example, they kept 1 crore. Owners, they kept 1 crore. And they borrow also, they will give it to other public. Correct. So how much you borrowed? You can, if you keep 1 crore of your own, then I can borrow up to 20. That's it. I cannot borrow more than 20. I can borrow lesser than the 20. Got it? So 1:20 should be the 1:20 should be between the ratios net owned fund to deposits. It should not cross. If owner's fund is equal to 1 crore, then you can borrow 20, then 21 you can lend it to somebody. Got it? That is one. That ratio you are supposed to check. Whether the Nidhi company is maintaining 10% of unencumbered term deposits. Okay, what is unencumbrance? Unencumbrance means not attached. Or otherwise you say free. Free means whichever the day I want money back, I can withdraw that money. Suppose, yeah, I deposited with you, your Nidhi company. Okay. Your Nidhi company, I came down and I deposited with you. Excellent. Yeah, when I deposited, all right, suppose suddenly I'm in need of money. Then I'll come back to you and say, I need some money, you please pay me. That's for that, correct. That day, what you say? No, I don't have money. I already gave it to people. People have to pay me. Wait. No, not accepted. That's why they say unencumbered deposits must be with you. Means like demand deposit. That's it in simple words. I can get the money and they have to pay me. That is up to 10% you should keep. You don't expect that all people will come one day, sir. That is unnatural. That is very extremely rare circumstance. No need to discuss about that. So the rules are saying very clearly 10% you should keep like that. So that if somebody comes suddenly and says, I want money, means the Nidhi company should be able to accept that. Accept in the sense you should pay the money to them. Depositor, they should be able to pay. That is the objective. Okay. Right. It cannot shortfall. Shortfall in the sense not below 20. It's above. It's like you should calculate like 1/20. 1:20 means 1/20. 1/20 means some amount will come. If it's 21, it will fall down. Got my point? Don't read like I'll make you told wrong. No, what we discussed is correct. Right? Recompute the calculation, percentage, and etc. That's normal. We are going to look at. Okay. Right. Next, compliance of section 177, 178. Yeah, look at this. Whether all the transactions with the related parties, these are all related parties, fine. Is it in compliance of 177? Let me present everything first. I'll explain from there. Is it in compliance of 177 and 178? If not, what is the default? You are supposed to disclose. But before that, what is section 177? Brief idea. Approval any subsequent modification of transactions of the company with related party. Yes, you have to take permission from the company, members, whenever you are entering into a related party transaction. That is what. Have they complied? Have they taken for the related party transaction approval, necessary approval? Is it happened? Is it board resolution? Or is it special resolution or ordinary resolution? Whatever is said by the act related to up to some percentage they have given. That is what you are supposed to look at. Second, 188 related party transactions. Yeah, prior special resolution if they are crossing a transaction amount, a particular limit. They have given, say, example 1 crore. If it is more than 1 crore, then you have to go for prior special resolution. Before entering into an agreement, one has to go to what? To the government. I mean, to the special resolution is to be passed. Then you can enter into agreement. Right. These are all the small points. Now, what are you supposed to do? Yeah, let the management say in WRL, written representation letter. Yes, we complied. And just if they say yes, I complied, means auditor cannot be relieved. Correct. Now, what auditor should do? Yes, auditor should look at the necessary documentation. Correct. Now, what is the list of section 188? What are the related parties? What is the transaction happened? Correct. Now, yes, what is the amount of transaction? Is it crossing the limit? Sir, we got the special resolution. Yes, let me look at the minutes of GM or AGM. Got it? Right. So all those things auditor is supposed to verify. Yeah, this is not applicable between holding and subsidiary, they said. If it is a normal course of also, then they don't need to get any approval. That's normal. Fine. Preferential allotment and a private placement, which is set by section 42. Yeah, this is also in the same way. Compliance of section 42. First, you should, I mean, if you are issuing any private allotment or preferred allotment. Preferred allotment means separately we are giving. Okay, a private placement. This is also separately you are giving. Preference in what? Preference may be in rate. Preference may be in period, repayment, something like that. Okay, partly convertible debentures are fully convertible. PCD means partly convertible debenture, fully convertible debentures are shares. In these three things, is there anything? Yes. Then what is the information? What is the purpose of it is supposed to be disclosed. Again, compliance of a section. Okay. Next, 15th point. Non-cash transactions with directors. Okay, non-cash. Non-cash means what? Yeah, for exchange of something. Okay, building they're exchanging, we are giving something, share something like that. Non-cash transactions. If they have entered into any non-cash transactions, they have to get a prior ordinary resolution as per section 192 of the Companies Act. Have they got it? Yes. So let's read the sentence. Have they entered into any non-cash transaction with directors or persons connected with him? If so, have they complied with 192? Yeah, this 192 says non-cash transaction with the directors and related to them, it requires prior order resolution in the general meeting. Yes. Order resolution is only in the general meetings, not in board meeting. Board meeting resolutions, just board resolution. That's it. There is no ordinary special with respect to board meetings. You know that obviously, right? Last point, 16th point, NBFC registration. Yeah, as per actually RBI Act, you should start your activities only when you get NBFC registration. First question, are you an NBFC company? Non-banking financial institution or company. Okay, right? Yes. Yes, sir. Then have you got the license permission from RBI? Yes, I got it. See that. Fine, no problem. Right. So that's what. If so, whether the registration has been obtained. That is what. I mean, so that either if the company started doing the transactions without getting a license from RBI, this person either is going to commit. Then at least people will be aware. Correct. Now people will be careful, right? They will not be negligent. Hope you understood. This is also one kind of compliance section. That is what, nothing much either has to do. Look at the certificate and job is over. Okay. Right, my dear. Yeah, I have given some more. What is that? What is some question answers I have provided. Fine. One can obviously look into these questions and. Right. My point is, yeah, if you feel this video is helpful, please like it. At the same time, yes, drop a comment over there. Right, and you can share it if you feel that this is useful to your friend also. Please share it with your friend. Let this be helpful to whoever is required. Thank you.